Welcome to Leadership Lens, where we hear different perspectives on leadership. Today we're talking to Jai Sugrim. He teaches the Jivamukti Yoga method internationally, and he is the host of Yoga Sutra Now, which has been featured on the Today Show and on the New York Times. And he, in his previous career, was an athletic director and worked with the Yankees when they won the World Series, which is very cool. I'm a big fan of his class, so thank you for talking with us, Jai.
It's good to be here.
I'd love to hear a little bit about how you found yoga and how you decided to be a teacher.
I found yoga quite accidentally. There are aspects of yoga that are so familiar to me from my culture. Like I grew up with my grandfather reading the Bhagavad Gita to me, the idea of reincarnation or that we have a soul. That's second nature. I had fire ceremonies in my house as a kid, pujas and Sanskrit, and I wasn't really interested in that. I wanted to get out the door, get to basketball practice, like fit in with the other American kids. I'm like, there's fire in the living room, like, what's going on? Why is this happening? And I found yoga accidentally at the gym. I was a member at the Equinox gym, and I was training for the New York City Marathon. And I was like, oh, this looks cool. It'll keep my hamstrings open, my back flexible. I won't get hurt. And I just tried it. And so it was a led Ashtanga class with a guy teacher, which I thought was cool. I thought yoga was only for girls. And he was really inspiring. And I felt really good when I did the class. I couldn't articulate why. So I just kept going back. But I was really stiff and really goofy. I was the big muscly guy, like sweating everywhere and pulling himself in the pose, knocking people over. Just really, really goofy, not to where it's evolved now, but just on a fluke at the gym.
What do you think of when you hear the word leadership?
To me, what I see is that there's this big sort of why inside of them. Like, why do they get up? Why are they doing? It's not the money necessarily. It's not the fame. It's some sort of innate mechanistic drive. They were compelled. They had a reason. So the why do you get out of bed? Why do you take a big breath of air? Like, there's something inside of you that drives you. These people will work not for money. They'll work for blood, sweat, and tears. They're into their why. People that come on board with their vision are really inspired. I think to connect to your why for living, your why for being here, that's really interesting. So there's this drive inside of a leader that's unstoppable.
What do you think leadership means to you in your work?
My reason for teaching is I have incredible faith in people. I have this desire to see us reach our potential. I see that on this planet, it can be a daunting thought to think of like how much clean air and water are we leaving for children. My sister has kids and I look at them and I think, what kind of world will they grow up in? And so my reason for teaching and being a leader in the yoga community is this is a gift. This is an opportunity to reach people in a very pure way. Yoga is a practice that's designed to give you a personal experience of your true nature. And once you experience that, there's a ripple effect down to, well, what kind of a member am I in the society? How much am I consuming? What am I leaving behind? How do I create something useful for tomorrow's generation? It starts to unfold in that way, but you have to start with the process of focusing your mind.